Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I've got an amazing collection from our friends at Crafter's Companion. This is a fabulous fuchsia collection. Comes with a 6x6 paper pad. Also, we've got a cutting die and stamp set where you can make three-dimensional flowers. And we've got a majestic hummingbird stamp and die set and a cascading fuchsia stamp and die set. And together, you guys, they make beautiful cards just like this one. And this is our giveaway for this episode. So if you keep watching, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, let's take a look at what we get in this cute little 6x6 paper pad. You get 36 sheets. And they're double-sided, so one side's gonna have this and the other side's gonna have this beautiful fuchsia pattern. You're gonna get 3 of each, so you're gonna get 12 different designs. I think I'm gonna go like this. That's the back. The beautiful fuchsia pattern, gorgeous. And of course there's hummingbirds. Look at this gorgeous teal. And then that's what's on the front, so beautiful. And then this one's sort of a coppery color. And then look at that. They have a vintage feel to them. They're so gorgeous. And look at this one, this navy kind of background, and then that's the other side. And then that's that kind of coppery orange color again. Beautiful with the hummingbirds. And then this one has this green background. That. And then this one's kind of, it's not really, it's pink, but it's kind of an orangey pink. And it's just beautiful, and this is what you're going to get on the back side of that. Beautiful green, excuse me. And then this is the beautiful with these hummingbirds. Oh, these are just. And then this one, it's kind of a tealy green on the back. And then this one's sort of a yellowy chartreuse with some chartreuse green in there. Beautiful. And then this is the back side of the last one, sort of a light teal. Beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about this card. So I used for my base, this is the Fabulous Folded Tri-Fold Surprise card. So look at that, and it comes, this die, you guys, it's like this. So it's one giant piece of metal, it's awesome. This does fit through your 6x6, 6-inch wide rather, die cutting machine like your Big Shot or your Gemini Junior. And for this one, I went ahead and I cut it from white cardstock, inked the edges using violet ink. And I like to use, here it is. I like to use this little applicator tool when I'm doing that, and make sure you get all the little folded pieces. And let's see, what else can I tell you about this one? Once I was done with that, I then die cut it again using pieces of the pattern paper. So like this is the front of one, and it's the same one, this is the back. And then I just took little areas on another sheet that I wanted to feature and cut those out for here and here. To help you cut things out, what I did was I just put my patterned paper right here and I ran it through my machine. And then I just took my paper trimmer and I cut just like 1/8 of an inch from this side and 1/8 of an inch from this side. And then I just followed the fold lines, and then it fit perfectly right there. And then of course inked those edges as well. So then we've got some little sweet little border dazzle stickers, and these are 96 fancy border dazzle stickers. And they come in white, gold, silver, black, silver. Oh, and they're just repeated. So 2 different styles of stickers. So you've got like this sheet where there's borders like this, and this sheet where they're kind of more, I don't know, fancy and Victorian looking. And put those right along the top edge. And then the Missing You, lots of hugs and Missing You. This is the We're Together dazzle stickers, and I use the white ones, of course, and they come in all these different colors. All right, and then let's talk about the cutting dies and the stamps. All right, so for this one right here, the beautiful fuchsia branch, and I stamped it first. I love to use the Hunky Dory lightweight essential card block. just a great big slab of really nice quality white, we call it Stampin' White cardstock on the website because it's great for stamping. And it just takes the colors really, really nicely. And I used a Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad because it's a water-based ink, okay? It's dye-based ink. And I colored using these tri-blend markers, and these are alcohol-based or permanent inks. So sometimes people get confused about which ink to use when stamping if you're using markers that are alcohol-based because you don't want bleeding to happen. So I always just think you want to stamp with the alcohol because it does not blend with the water-based. No, reverse that. You want to stamp with the water-based, dye-based ink because it does not blend with the alcohol-based. So they're opposites, okay? So that's a great one to use. And so I used light green for all the stems and the leaves, coloring the base of the leaf with the darker part of the pens and then going down to the light. And then I used, for the little fuchsia flowers, I used bright pink and also purple blend. And then for the hummingbird, I just used the purple and the pink. Hummingbird, here he is. Oh, I forgot to show you this is the die that goes with the stamp. It comes together and it really, really fits nicely. Sometimes when you're using a die and you're fitting it over the image, it just gives too large of a border or something. This one just did a really nice job. And then for the hummingbird, which is so cute, this little guy right here, and then it comes with the coordinating cutting die, also works brilliantly. And then I just colored that one with the purple and the pink markers, and then just used a little foam tape on there. So he's just kind of peeking over the edge there. And then I used just a little bit of purple ribbon at the corner of those fuchsias. So this is going to be our giveaway card, and how it works is we're trying to promote our YouTube, Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So what we would like you to do is hop on over to YouTube and like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll be entered in to win this card. And what we'll do is we'll reply to one of the people and we'll just say, hey user, whatever your username is, and you have won this card, and we'll give you contact information so you can contact us and get your card. So that is our giveaway. We would love it if someone would claim that. All right, so next, this is a slimline card. So this is 8.5 by 3.5 inches. And what I did with this one is how to cover the slimline card shape using the fuchsias, which are 6 by 6. So what I did was I took the paper just like this and I glued it on this half. And then I took a little bit of, I forgot to grab it, but it's Wind Flowers 12 by 12 solid cardstock. I'll list that down below. I just took a little strip of that and I put that right there. And then I turned this over, and it has such a nice green pattern here. So whatever was left right here, okay, I just flipped it over and I used that right there. Okay, it's actually like that. And then I used that same fuchsia image, colored it in the same way that I did before, glued that there. And then we've got a little bit of purple jeweled border dazzle stickers. And I just put one right across the bottom edge. In fact, it was a little bit short, so I had to take another one of the borders and just lengthen that right there by overlapping them. And then you guys, we've got the More Greetings Dazzle stickers. And these come in a pack of silver, gold, black, and white. And I wanted to put a white one here, but these ones are really intricate. And I wanted to show you how I use a pokey tool to just lift these up. So I'm gonna use the birthday one. And these are just so intricate that sometimes they can be a little tricky. In fact, this one just separated. So you take this part of it right here, and we're just gonna put it right there using that little tool. Using the tool just makes it so much more simple. And I just like to pull this up using the tool, just like that. And then I'm just gonna take this and just lay it right down. there so it connects with the one that broke. And it's no big deal if they separate because you can always just, it's a sticker. You can just line up those pieces and put it back together. And then there we go. And I just think using that pokey tool makes all the difference because this one's, I set it down, it's a little high. So I can just manipulate it a little bit. That. There we go. And then of course I have one of the little inside, oh no, my H got stuck. There. One of the little innie pieces got stuck in the little happy part. So we'll just take that out. There's a little another innie piece that got stuck there by the Y. Take that out. Just burnish that a little bit. There we go. All right, so this one is all ready to go, and I did put a little, just a knotted length of 2 pieces of ribbon, and I just held them together and put a knot in them, and then I just cut a little dovetail notch in the end, and that comes from our purple ribbon set. All right, next, this one is just this little hummingbird, and you guys, I used our new Slimline cards. This is the butterfly version of the Slimline cards. If you're not familiar with these, you get 5 cards. They're already printed, and then you can color them in, and they're so cute to use. And then, yeah, you can just color them. I like to ink the edges before I start, and I used a little violet, and I used my little applicator tool, and then I took my paper and I just used the oval cutting die and just glue that in the center. And then I used the same markers that I did for the other projects, and I just colored in my little purple flowers. Oops, and I just used my little pink jewel dazzles to add on to this border around the outside edge. Just turned out really cute, really simple. I colored my little hummingbird and foam taped him right there. And then, as I said, added a little purple ribbon right there. But before I added all of these embellishments, I did stamp with the floral greetings right here. We've got the little blooming blessings, and I used white embossing powder for that. So stamped using the Wow embossing pad, sprinkled on the white embossing powder, and then tapped off that excess powder, and then it just revealed this little message, and then heated it with my heat gun. So yeah, that's a really simple one to do. All right, next we're going to use our flowers for, these are the beautiful stamps and dies to make the dimensional flowers. So let's check out what I've got here. Okay, beautiful. And look at the dimension here. Now this one, so much dimension, you can't just put this in the envelope and mail it. So this one is definitely a hand-delivered card, or if you're sending somebody a gift, package it with the gift inside the box and mail it that way. Or you could wrap it gently with some foam tape for some bubble wrap and put it in a bubble mailer and mail it. But I think even then they might get a little squished. So I would recommend this one as a hand-deliver card. So what I did with this one, covered my, this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card, used the top part of that beautiful light green paper. Let's see if I can find that one. I think it's this one right here. It is. All right, so used the back of this one and covered the top part of my card. And then, so basically I just did it like this, okay? And then I saved that little border that was at the bottom, and then I just glued that across the bottom. And then that made my card complete. And then I used white cardstock to cut our double diamond background, made a really pretty lattice effect. Down here, I use this cutting die for hello, so I have a nice script hello down here. And then I'm going to show you how to use these flowers, but I also embellished them with, where are my little rainbow? Here we go. These are the rainbow flat back pearls, and there's just so many beautiful colors in here. It's a huge package, and I used the pink ones, and I just glued them here. All right, so let's assemble some flowers. So first of all, you're going to stamp and die. The purple and the pink I got from the Windflowers 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. And then you guys, I also used, these are little white stamens. And what's great about the white, or really any light colored stamen, you can color it using these tri-blend alcohol-based markers. You could use a Sharpie even. And what I did was I just cut some from my little thing like this. I cut some off and then I just colored them with my little marker. So you could do that if you wanted purple ones or you wanted pink ones. But first of all, you're going to take this, and then I have my little round flower forming tools, and I'm going to take the smaller one right here. And so I've already stamped this, die cut it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over so that the stamped side is facing down. Now, if you don't have a big foam block like this, I've also just used a couple of layers of craft foam, or even like a foam mouse pad you would have for your computer. That works great too. So we're just going to take this and we're just going to stir on each petal. And we're just curving each petal and literally just stirring it like you would like some cake batter or something. And it's sort of going like that. And now we're going to do the center. You just push down. And then you're just doing the center part as well. And look, you've got this little cupped piece, just like that. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on this piece, except we're going to do it face down as well. And then we're going to do this kind of, not really a stirring, we're just going along the edge of each one, and they just curl up. Really simple. And then we're just going to go to the center of that one. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a little Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue, and just going to put a little dot of glue right here. You want to use a very small amount of glue. If you get too much glue, then it just kind of, everything slides around, it's just kind of a mess. And you're just doing that. And then once this dries, then I kind of manipulate these a little bit more. You can kind of push these in like this, and then you can kind of curl these under. You can kind of bend them under a little bit, so they kind of go like that. And then you just take your little stamen. I used 3 each on mine, and somewhere I've kind of lost my other one. And I just glued them. I used hot glue, just put a little tiny dab of hot glue and just glue them right there to the center, okay? And then when you're making your little arrangement, you're going to stamp and die cut all of the little leaves. And then for the leaves, I did the same thing. I just turned them so that the pattern side was down, the stamp side was down, and I just kind of went back and forth so they were curved a little bit, and then just glue them at one end and stick them down. And then when you're gluing these on, just put a little glue here and a little glue on one of the little petals and just sort of press them down. And then what I would do is sort of hold them like this and like this, just so they could attach. And you notice I have 3 large ones and 2 small ones. And I find that odd numbers work really well. When you're trying to put together a little arrangement, if you're putting together even numbers, it just looks a little strange. So we want to go a little odd numbers. And then you can see here I've got a little cluster, and then it's just kind of going down the card. That's all there is to it. It's very, very easy to do. It just takes a little practice. I think by your second one, you'll be an expert at it. All right, you guys, we've got a fantastic money saver on this collection right here. Don't forget, this is our giveaway card. We would love for somebody to claim it, but you have to do that over on our YouTube channel. So definitely check that out. Thanks so much for joining me today. Check out the Money Saver. This is a beautiful collection, and I'll see you in the next one.